to this video on
peak flow meter. A peak flow meter is a simple, handy and easy to use device to measure the lung function within a minute. This is a commonly used hollow cylinder or mechanical peak flow meter. On this cylinder, you can see markings of peak expiratory flow rates expressed in liters per minute. The scale ranges from 60 liters per minute to 800 liters per minute. This pointer demonstrates the measured PEFR of the individual after blowing into the peak flow meter. A mouthpiece can be attached to the peak flow meter. Inside the peak flow meter is a spring to which a disc is attached. As the patient blows into the peak flow meter, the pressure of the exhaled air pushes the disc forwards. When the patient stops blowing into the peak flow meter, the spring brings the disc back to the baseline position. The pointer is beyond the disc and the disc pushes the pointer on the scale as long as it moves. Remember, the distance traveled by the disc depends on the maximum pressure exerted by the air that is pushed by the patient. This maximum pressure is dependent on the peak expiratory flow rate or the PEFR a patient can achieve. The higher the PEFR, the longer the disc will travel and the higher the readings you will get back on the peak flow meter. Now we will see the procedure of measuring peak expiratory flow rate or PEFR using a mechanical peak flow meter. Attach a disinfected mouthpiece to the peak flow meter. Ensure that the pointer is at the baseline. Take a deep and complete breath from outside the peak flow meter. The space for inhalation from the peak flow meter is inadequate and hence inhalation should be from outside the peak flow meter. Inadequate inhalation before blowing into the peak flow meter is the commonest mistake. Hence, make sure that the patient takes a deep and complete breath before blowing. Hold the mouthpiece of the peak flow meter between teeth with tongue below the mouthpiece and lips sealed around the mouthpiece. Blow hard into the peak flow meter with maximum force only once. Remove the mouthpiece from the mouth after the blow. Record the reading against the pointer on the scale. This is the first PEFR reading for the patient. Repeat the above steps 2 more times and obtain 3 such PEFR readings. Every time watch whether the patient performed the steps correctly, that is, whether each reading was acceptable. Compare the 2 highest PEFR readings. The difference between the highest 2 PEFR readings should be less than 40 liters per minute. Continue performing peak flow test till 3 acceptable and 2 repeatable readings are achieved. The highest reading recorded is the PEFR of that individual at that time. Let us now see the entire procedure together. Measuring PEFR is thus easy for the patient to perform and just takes a few minutes. Good patient training is the key to correct PEFR measurements.